former teacher, and I have this prediction of where we're going as a society. I think this has already been happening, but it's going to be more pronounced. We're about to see a splitting of society, and I don't mean anything political. The splitting is going to be the people who live their life with completely unfiltered internet access from the second they were born, and the people that were raised by parents that kept them at least in some levels of moderation of technology and screen time. I'm telling you right now, it is going to be more obvious the people that exist that are one or the other. And I think what's going to be really hard, and why I view this as like a splitting, is because I think that the families and the people who are raised with the moderation are going to have a difficult time interacting with the people who have had unfiltered internet for their whole lives. If you don't already know, we are seeing the enormous negative effects of kids who are being raised on iPads and in screen time. And one of the biggest issues that's coming from it is the complete inability to control and understand your emotions at all if you were nothing but screen time. Not to mention the inability for impulse control, needing constant, like having struggle with focusing, struggling with relationships, a sense of entitlement, as well as an element of narcissism where they feel like their life should revolve around them. They should have access to their thing all the time. No one can take what they want, what they need, what they should have out and away from them. And then you have these other people who are going to be a lot more into the real world and not as much the digital world, and be able to find a balance between those two. For a really long time, obviously pre-technology, there were a lot more people who were at least raised in a sense of real world versus digital world. But we are moving into an age where there are people who are completely into digital world, and again, then there will be people who will have it in moderation. To me, the way to make everyone back together is a focus on emotional intelligence. And it's not just for kids, it's for adults too. Just knowing and understanding where your emotions are coming from. Being self-aware of those things happening. Being able to control yourself before throwing a hissy fit or screaming at somebody, or getting upset because you can't do what you want to do, or somebody said something that you didn't like. All things that make you, it's going to be, these people are going to have that a lot more often than this. And that's just going to be life. And it's because of this that I would love to get into some type of emotional intelligence coaching, because I think that that is going to be a huge part of what is needed in society. Now, I also think that AI technology can help with this if people allow it to eventually, when everyone has their own personal AI in their pocket, which phones are going to become. I hope everyone realizes this, like your phone is going to become your therapist, your friend, your whatever you want it to be. You'll be able to talk to it. It'll know you, it'll be crazy. So when you have that, that might help. But outside of that, like how? And this is important to note. I have a screen addiction. I have had a screen addiction since phones came out. Computers, like AIM, like I was obsessed with communicating with people who are not in the room with me. The number of events that I went to where I was on my phone because I wanted to be anywhere but in the present moment. And I feel like this is going to be a common theme for a lot of people who were raised from birth, because that wasn't me. I mean, I'm too old for that. But the people who are just raised on that, it's going to be so much harder to break through and break out of. I highly recommend everyone and anyone out there to really read books and watch videos and learn about yourself and learn about your emotions. It's going to be a huge piece to surviving the next couple years when technology comes in hot.